This house was once somebody's dream, but today it's akin to an eco park. Weeds, plants, snakes. It's all falling apart. Join me on a journey to put this house in good shape.
The Build project is powered by MTN Home and sponsored by Ayuda, official services partner, Vanguard Assurance, official insurance partner, Casa Royale, official tiles partner, Raincoat Roofing Systems, official roofing partner, FOMI, official cladding partner, BCK Paint, official paint partner, Doormaster, official doors partner, San Cablo, official electricals cables partner, Ecobank, official financing partner, Blue Rose City and Blue Gardens, The Builders Market, Bathroom, get it right.
When your appliances fail, your reputation follows.
Why are you carrying my tomatoes too again?
To Burkina Faso, to Kobne's house, of course. His blender doesn't sound like dying goods.
Every day, Kobna this, Kobna that. Should I call him to marry you too?
Thank you.
Kobna, my guy, how come your things know they break? How you they manage your house?
Simple. Ayuda. It's an app. You just click and they send you trusted artisans and professionals for all your emergency fixes at home and in an office.
Boss, everything is working now.
Oh, okay.
You just don't one of their guys. I mean, not the one that will do I'll come tomorrow and come next week. Me, I just the chill where Ayuda sorts me.
Good morning, sir. I get your request. I see say your AC they do skrepa. The blender they cry and the fan they sleep. That's why I came here to bring peace into your house, eh?
Simple, just download that from Play Store, App Store. You go get what you really give you more. Making you stress, now you don't think sound. From house to car, them will handle them. Who service provider, and you dab my will listen open. All your clients and I will create you, and you done that boy, I would die. No need to work, I no need to call. Just use the app, and you that's so. Go down.
Daddy!
You be hard guy, you get all the plugs. I wish I get your DNA song.
Oh, you can even request to do a DNA test on Ayuda.
Hey, app back services be free.
Download the Ayuda app now on Play Store and App Store.
You know, dump is quite common in Ghana. You probably walk around and you see houses with this, what you see here. It's very, very common. Water rising through the concrete and creating all this mess that you see on the wall. And we need to fix it. There's a company, global company, very huge company that has the solution to waterproofing needs, to damp proofing needs, and it's called Saint-Gobain. Saint-Gobain are in Ghana, and they are our partners who are going to make sure we resolve this waterproofing and damp proofing issue on the Build project. My man, Marvelous Godwin, is with Saint-Gobain and he's here. Marvelous. Thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you, Alexis.
Yes, good to see you. Good to see you looking good.
Good to be here.
Yeah.
Good to be a friend.
No, we're totally excited to have Saint-Gobain and Marvelous Godwin and his team here. I mean, you can see what's happening on our building, right?
Yeah.
What exactly does it look like?
It's always a mess when you see things like this. So essentially, what is happening here is what people usually will call the rising dampness.
The rising dampness.
So what is happening is that you're building substructures. They are sitting on the ground.
Okay.
So the groundwater is being absorbed by the substructures. Essentially, your foundation is taking up groundwater. And when the substructure is saturated, this water begins to travel upwards via capillary action. So through the pores that are within the masonry structure. So it continues to rise. And of course, we have a lot of salinity within our water. And then it corrodes. And then you see the things like this.
So, Marvelous.
Yes.
Tell us about Saint-Gobain.
Yeah, so Saint-Gobain is one of the world leaders in construction material manufacturing. So what we do is we design, we manufacture, and then we distribute. And we have a very broad range of construction solutions that can serve your construction needs, regardless of the stage of construction where you are. So whether you are in the foundation, you are doing the shell and core, you are doing finishing, we have a product for you. And we are one of the very few companies in the world that can say we have enough products in our range that can serve your construction need regardless of the stage of construction where you are. So whether it's foundation all the way through to finish, we have a product for you.
Wow.
Yes.
That's very impressive. But for the purposes of our Build project, we are going to solve this damp issue here once and for all. And I know a lot of people the world over are also concerned about damp, in their homes. I'm sure somebody watching right now will step out and their building has damp rising and they don't know what to do.
That's true.
What happens? How do we solve this?
So like I said when I started, to be able to solve this, we need to go back to the source. So we've seen a lot of people try to use cosmetic approaches to solving the rising damp problem. And I will liken it to somebody who has an infection that is causing a rash. Okay, so what we see is the after effect of an underlying condition. So to fix the problem, we need to go back to where the source of the problem is, which is the actual rising damp treatment. So what we have observed is that a lot of people want to paint over it, they want to use the graffiato, they want to use coating system basically. All those are nice, but for a while. But it's not enduring. It doesn't last the test of time. So to be able to fix the problem, we go into the root of the problem. Now, this can be solved when you are actually starting your foundation works because it is in the substructure. So you could fix this problem at the foundation level. So usually what we do is there are two systems that you can use to solve this problem. One is a mechanical means. So essentially using a membrane or what they call the damp-proofing membrane. So you catch that at the inception of the project where you are starting the construction work. So if you thought about rising damp, one of the things you would want to incorporate in your building is the DPC or the damp-proof membrane. That's actually a mechanical membrane that you put on the masonry system so that the water doesn't rise above the membrane. Now, for those who have missed it, which is most of Ghana, those who miss it during the early stages of the construction, there's also a remedy, which is a chemical means. So what you cannot do by the mechanical means you missed in the beginning, we can still use a chemical process to achieve the same results. So essentially, you want to look at so if you look at what is happening here, clearly you can see that there is some moisture that is already within the masonry system rising. So what we are seeing is the effect of that moisture and then and corroding the plastering work. So to do this, we would want to take off the affected area plastering. So to
peel it off.
Yeah, so to peel it off. Usually the recommendation is that you peel off to the waterfront. So
the waterfront.
So when you hack this off, you would see the masonry work, the block work, and you can actually observe to see where the water has gotten up to. Sometimes 1 meter, a little above or a little bit below
Yeah.
that. So we peel off the affected area plastering.
Yeah.
And we get to the block work. And then we drill the base of the structure. So we drill just half of we don't have to drill through the entire block.
Okay.
We drill about half of this block work. So if it's a 5 inches block, we're drilling 2.5. If it's a 6 inches block, we're drilling 3 inches.
Okay.
So we drill it at 20 cm centers, and we have a product called the WeberTech 946, which is an injection cream,
Okay.
which ideally serves as a membrane. So when you drill in this product and you will inject it in the masonry structure, it forms a barrier or
Okay.
a membrane
Yeah.
when it dissolves, beyond which the water
Cannot rise.
rise beyond that
Oh,
point.
okay. I think I understand it now.
That is the actual rising dam product, which
Okay.
stops the water from continuous advancement.
Okay.
Every other thing that we do after that are just coatings, waterproofing systems, just to ensure that we continue to maintain the integrity of the plaster.
Okay. Well, let's get to work then. I mean, we you'd have to introduce us to the products. I know the products are in there, so let's go have a look at the products so you can tell us what each product actually does.
Sure.
Right?
That's fine.
All right, let's do this. All right, so it's time to look at the materials that we're going to use for our damp proofing, isn't it?
Yes.
And you have them here. What do you, I see different materials. What are they and what are they used for?
So I will start from this side. So
Okay.
like I mentioned on site, what we do after the hacking off of the affected area, we need to drill and inject a product. So this is the WeberTech 946. This is the injection cream. So this is the actual rising down product. This is the product. Exactly. This is the product that goes into the masonry wall, forming the barrier beyond which water can easily trap. So it's called the WeberTech 946. We have it in different packaging, but this is the 10-liter packaging.
Okay.
This packaging can give him up to between 80 to 100 linear meters, 20 cm centers. So it is the actual product we use for the rising down piece. Now, when you finish the injection process, it will be advisable as well to waterproof the masonry wall, which is the exposed block. And this is where this product comes in. So this is our in-layer water-free product. We call the Weber Dry Plus. Okay. It's water activated. So you just add water and then you apply by brush or roller coat.
Oh.
So we use down 2 coats. It forms a membrane, waterproofing membrane, also adding extra protection to the block work.
Okay.
Campus. And then, of course, from this process, we go to the actual plastering. Because you have done the affected inner plastering, you need to do a replastering. So we have the Weber Dry Render, a very, very beautiful product from Saint-Gobain Weber. This is one product that is a very fast seller in us. So the observation we have made is that in Accra and most part of Ghana, we have a problem with the type of sand we use for our plastering works. So the sand have been too much clay incorporated in the sand. So sometimes you see that it rains and your buildings are able to still retain water for a long period of time. And with water retained in those structures for a while, the corrosion process begins to, here. But with this product, this is a well-designed product with properly conditioned sand and waterproofing components to give you a seamless plastering that is crack-free and a waterproofing as well. So whenever you're doing a rising dark product, this is actually the product for you for all your reports.
Right. And I think there's one more here, right?
Yes, so from there, because when you are done with the plastering, it will also be nice to give it the staining, which is what is seen here, something like this. Covers the paint, but this is the product that you use to close up the pores within the plastering and then make it smooth enough, ready to paint. So this is our skimming product called the Weber Skin Coat, cement-based, and it's good for both internal and external applications. So you can use them for both internal walls and external walls, and they are also water pumping. So even more added layer of protection to your already effect system.
All right. So it means for this process, we need these 4 materials.
Exactly.
These 4 products from Saint-Gobain.
Yes.
All right. This is great. I think work has to start now,
Yes,
right?
Sure. So
Hacking.
the team is ready. We're ready to start the hacking process, and then the coach and the adjoining processes would follow in that order.
How long does this typically take for a house like this?
So it depends, of course. Any work can take a day or 2, It depends on the workforce you have.
Okay.
Ideally, it's a three-stage process. So the first is to hack out the affected area plastering, and then we drill and inject. So the hacking is one. That can take us, I'll say, a day. If we have good machines and enough of hands on the ground, we can finish that thing within a day.
Okay.
And then we need to drill and then inject the Webertech 946.
Okay.
That should take us, say, another day's work.
Okay.
And then, of course, the coatings and the plastering,
Yes.
we should take us a silicon.
All right. Let's get to work then.
Sure.
Yeah? You need my help. I know how to drill.
Once we have...
All right, let's get working now. Sure.
Years ago, MTN arrived in Ghana and everything changed. It's time to celebrate you big time. The MTN at 30 promo is here. Win one of 9 Toyota Land Cruiser Prados and your share of over 10 million Ghana cedis in rewards. Let's be your connection plug in your everyday hustle. Make video calls, browse the internet for business with family and friends. Make that money move and stay ahead. Because every move counts. Ghana, let's celebrate 30 years with the MTN at 30 promo. Connect, use, build points and win big. Dial *530# or visit my MTN app for more. T's and T's apply.
Okay, so today on the Build Project, we've got a very big decision to make, and I need your help on this. We need to sort out the windows for the project, but there's a very big debate between sliding windows and Louvre blade windows. Which one would you recommend? You know, the windows are not just about, aesthetics. Of course, yeah, it looks beautiful and all of that, but you need to think about heat and temperature in the room, comfort and all of that. And the windows control a bit more than just the aesthetics. So we decided to pay a visit to the experts. We found KuulBreeze company. They are into amazing green building solutions. They are the expert when it comes to windows. And I just noticed that their showroom has very lovely Louvre blades. Does it mean that Louvre blades might be functionally better than sliding windows? Well, let's get in there, speak to the team, and probably we might find the perfect fit for our project. Let's go. Benji, brother, good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Nice. You've got a lovely place. And Benji Ofori is actually the founder of KuulBreeze Africa. And you're going to make us feel some cool breeze in our home, right?
We aspire to make sure that every Ghanaian and African transform their mindsets and go back to our first love, which is Louvre.
And that's the Louvres.
Exactly.
So, we're going to have a debate, but it looks like you've already taken your stance now. So you would rather choose Louvre blades over sliding windows?
Look at the sun, look at the environment we live in. We live in a tropical environment, and for tropical, you need your buildings to be able to breathe. Nothing best than good Louvre blades.
And I see your showroom is filled with, installations that depict your products. I see some even on this side. What do you have here?
So what we have here is our Alter Louvre window system installed on a metal frame, okay? And this basically is the base product.
Like the basic one.
This is the basic one, and this is what was used in the past. We have an improved version. When we get into the showroom, I'll show you an example of that.
Right.
What we've also done here is we have on display here what we call the Easy Screen Louvre window system. Okay, it comes encased in an aluminum frame. This comes with burglar proof, which is a big thing most people ask for. Okay. In addition to that, we have in here and above what we call weather strips. Now the weather strips ensure that when you shut the window, whether water falls on or whether the air conditioning is on, there is no loss of air or there's no water penetration.
Interesting.
Yes. We've gone the next step to also show installations on different types of building materials.
Okay.
So you have here cement block.
Yeah.
You also have in brick.
In bricks.
The beauty, this is the Easy Screen. We even have it in format where the glass can be smaller than the conventional glass. This is 102 millimeters in terms of length. Okay. Yep. And then, of course, we have this slimline system.
Yeah.
This usually can be used on buildings where you don't require mosquito netting, e.g., churches, e.g., factories, etc.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. So I like the fact that, you know, back in the day, we all had the traditional Louvre blades, and it looked very easy to peel off. You know, it looked very easy to but this looks very secure, this compact. It looks like it's not just going to rip off, you know what I mean?
So, all these solutions we sell as KuulBreeze Africa comes from a company called Breezeway. Breezeway has been in the Louvre window business for more than 80 years. So they've gone through the process of innovation, understanding what practically works in various buildings. We do buildings of all natures, from schools, hospitals, apartment blocks, name them. Any facility we can work in.
So I see your showroom has all the different renditions of the Louvre blade windows that you have.
So just like I was saying earlier, all our products come from a company called Breezeway. Breezeway is originally Australian, but they have a heavy footprint in Asia and within the Australia region. We represent them in Africa. Now, amongst the solutions we have, we spoke about the easy screen system with security bars. Now, with the easy screen system, what you have is netting on the exterior and then glass on the interior. And when we go into the showroom, I'll show you. But what we have here is called the InnoScreen system. Now, the interesting thing about most people who build homes is they want to have glass on the exterior of their building. Glass and qua, like something.
Yeah, glass and qua. Shout out to Chini Jonas.
We have the InnoScreen system here. This is a fully encased aluminum frame. Now, the interesting thing about most Ghanaians and a lot of West Africans is they always want to have the glass on the exterior.
Right.
Like I said earlier, it's glass in qua. So you have the glass on the exterior, you have the netting fitting into this end here. Now, to open it, we already have incorporated a mechanism that allows for you to open it this way.
That's an easy open.
Exactly. So you don't need to push any net or anything of the sort, and you're able to close it accordingly. This frame can come in multiple colors, any color of your preference.
So unlike maybe the sliding windows where normally you'd have to slide away the net to slide the window itself, you don't need to slide anything. The net is just stuck in there, and you have a lever where you draw down.
Exactly. You draw down this way, and you can also be able to close this way. Now, we had a customer who came in and said to us that, you know, even with the sliding, we don't want that to happen.
Slide kakra and tuntum kakra.
We don't want that to happen.
And okay, I see this one actually has the netting on the exterior.
Exactly. So this netting here is mesh.
It's mesh.
It's not the net of old where it would get so dirty. The more you wash it, the more it gets spoiled. This is 0.9 millimeters to 1 millimeter thick steel or aluminium. We have
coated.
It is coated,
so it doesn't rust or it doesn't. Okay.
So you're able to wash this with ease. What we recommend is to use a high pressure washer.
Okay.
Today, high pressure washers are not expensive. You can get as low as 400 Ghana cedis. If you're investing more than 10,000 cedis in your windows in your building, to add 400 cedis for a high pressure washer, I think it's a good addition.
I totally agree.
This system is called the Easy Screen system. Has netting on the exterior and glass on
the interior.
With a handle also.
With a handle as well. Yeah. So I see this particular one has the glasses like overlapping sort of and flowing down. And I'm thinking rain, because when it rains and it's on the outside like this, you don't want rain to enter. So is there a system to prevent rain from entering?
Okay, so going back to the beginning of Louvres, and the reason a lot of people transitioned forward into sliding, etc., is Louvres had one challenge. The glass was either falling out, water was coming in when the rain fell, or thirdly, when you put on air conditioning, you are not able to contain the air within because there were gaping holes all across. Now, with our Breezeway Louver window solutions, what you first of all have is the glasses overlap. Okay, try putting your finger in there. You cannot.
Yeah, there's no space in there.
The blade holders are seamless, so they seal tight. Okay. Thirdly, on the top and at the bottom part, we have what we call weather strips.
Weather strips.
Now, the weather strips ensure that they seal 100% tight. So when the rain falls, e.g. on Saturday I was here, when the rain was falling, it was hitting the building. It didn't come into the building. It doesn't leak in any shape or form. It seals 100% tight. And that is what KuulBreeze Africa can proudly say about the products we offer. It's a product that can be guaranteed and trusted.
Yes, this is great. Let's go check out some more then. So I see that you've got these louvers also installed in a wooden frame?
Yes, we do have it in a wooden frame. And it's this particular louver frame, this is the basic, which is called the altar. So this altar was installed in a wooden frame, and we had to do this because a lot of people also have the mindset that installing it on wood doesn't look beautiful. It's really dependent on the carpenter who works on the framing. So you can see this looks beautiful. We also fitted it in. We put at the bottom here, the weather strips, and also at the top and at the bottom. Okay. So that when you close it, it seals 100% tight. Okay. And this gives you also a very good look and feel within your building.
I think I like the dark, the dark shade, the black shade of it. It's beautiful. And I recognize my very own, Louver systems. This is where we started from,
The 70s, 80s, this is what we're all using.
Absolutely. And I remember we used to play with it. We used to just bend this, peel out the thing and put it back and all of that. But this has evolved, hasn't it?
It has evolved, and the danger with this is, of course, it cannot hold the glass really well. It bends. That leads to the glass falling out. The mechanisms also around it are not really the best. Absolutely. Okay. It has transitioned to another type we find around. Again, even with this, when you look at the way the blade holders overlap, they clearly do not seal 100% tight. But you come to ours, look at the mechanism behind it, look at the seamless flow, look at the holding capabilities of the blade holders, and then of course when you open and you shut, it seals 100% tight.
This is beautiful.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. So now that we've seen all of this, I want you to finalize this for our viewers who are still stuck between sliding windows and louver blade windows.
Okay, good. So I would say, look, we live in the tropics, so ventilation is a critical thing. We're not saying do not use sliding at all, but you must find a very good mix. Rooms you sleep in, kitchens, toilets and bathrooms, even your living area, ventilation is so proper. You can find a good mix or you can go 100% with us. But what we guarantee you is if it's aesthetics you want, we can provide that, as you can see in our building. If you are looking for quality, we can guarantee you that the windows will seal 100% tight. If you are concerned about loss of air, again, our windows will seal 100% tight. If you don't want to have netting on the exterior and you want to have glass rather on the exterior, we have those options to give you with either our easy screen, which has netting on the outside, or Inno screen, which has netting on the inside. So options exist. So I even forgot to add, we must emphasize that we're able to provide burglar proofing integrated into one frame. We're also able to provide automation, and automation meaning with remote controlling where the windows can open at set times during the day.
Wow, this is beautiful. I think I'm totally convinced that we need to go on a louver blade journey. And for anybody out there, because I'm very concerned about ventilation and the weather and the temperature in the room and all of that, and KuulBreeze Africa are here to do it. So, Benji.
Yes, sir.
Time to work.
Very good.
Let's go fix windows.
We have to.
Yes, sir.